Hi, we are live and on location, back at the house, at our special location, not in the Florida Keys, unfortunately. It's pretty nice. Hey guys, we just got back from the Keys not too long ago, so we're back up here in Northeast Florida. Glad to have all you guys on today. To start things off, I just like to say to everyone in the Keys who shouted out to us, there were several people who said, hey, saw us on the boat, passed by in the canals, stuff like that. Appreciate you guys shouting out to us. It's really cool. Really glad to meet you guys. It's always fun meeting people who watch our videos and give us feedback and just get a talk fishing and stuff. A lot of different groups. Some people on our canal seen a cool contender, nice blue contender. They said, hey, 31, nice boat. But yeah, so thanks for all you guys for saying hey, shouting out to us. Some of you guys comment on videos, said you've seen this out there, so just wanted to shout out to you guys and say thanks. We enjoyed talking to you and hope to talk to more of you guys pretty soon. Please pause for system identification. Okay, we're identified. Must have been a little smudge on the lens. If it looks, if you still see a smudge, comment and we'll clean that bad boy up. So anyways, I'd like to answer a few more questions to start off with about the Keys. Had some people comment and send me some emails asking how we did, what we thought. I guess a lot of people are getting ready to go down for regular season, which starts August 6th. Hopefully it should be really good. I know right now they're tracking a tropical storm. Hopefully that won't hit you guys. Always unpredictable, but hopefully you'll be okay. As far as lobstering goes this year, let's see. Sorry, just seeing a comment. Hey, Ice. Let's see. Did we fish the Kingfish tournament this year? No, we didn't actually. We missed the Kingfish tournament and snapper season due to the Keys. But I hear a lot of big kingfish were caught, and it sounded like snapper season was pretty good. Exterminated the bugs, I heard. Yeah, we got our limit. We were really happy. We did well, but it was harder this year, especially that second day. It just seemed like there were so many shorts, like barely shorts too. Maybe by regular season, they molt, they shed their shell and get a new one, which is why you find soft shell lobster sometimes. How's it going, Brian? Thanks for the welcome back. But yeah, so they molt, I guess it's called molting. They shed their shells and they get a new one a little bit bigger. All those lobsters should keep. Also, I'm not entirely sure that all the lobster really migrated out. Seems like they come out from Gulf sanctuary areas. And I don't know if they really did that yet. So they might all be coming out now. Hopefully you guys will have a good mini season. And that was in marathon, hopefully you guys will have a good regular season. What we did was in mini season. And, that was just a marathon. So, maybe other parts, maybe our area just wasn't as good as we usually find it to be. So maybe Largo, Isla Mirada, maybe if you go deeper, maybe if you go to the Gulf, might be good. Hopefully it'll be good. Otherwise, temps were good. Ledges seemed good. Didn't seem like anything was covered up. So, seemed pretty good. Oh, so see, ice snapper season was awesome. It's good to hear. Sad I missed it. Crazy. I don't know. Maybe they'll give us another one in December. Probably not, but maybe another one next year. But I'm glad everyone else did good. Seen some really cool pictures. So that's just awesome. I'm glad that we're getting to catch some finally, because there's tons of them out there. Frontier Specialized. What do we think about regulator boats? So I've never been on a regulator boat, but I've heard really good things about them. I've looked at some of their specifications, and they actually seem very similar to a contender in build. They've got a real deep V, which is good. It helps them cut through the water. So in that case, I hear good things about them. Some of the layouts I see on them, I'm not as big a fan of. Like, sometimes you'll see, like, a lot of those I guess they're like seats in the front of a bow, which Contender does too now, and most boat companies do. I personally don't like that because one, you never really ride up front there. You know, if it's rough, which is an offshore boat, it's probably always going to be some little chop. The front of the boat's the worst spot to ride. So when they put seats up there, you know, you're not going to ride up there on the way out. When you do stop, you know, you don't want to stand there if it's rough because now you're higher and you're more likely to fall out of the boat. I'd rather it all be flat. I don't have to step up. I won't trip. You know, I can lean against the side. So that's just my thoughts. I just see a lot of regular boats with that. I don't know if they all come with that, or you know, maybe you prefer that if so, good. But I do hear they're good quality, but I haven't ridden one personally. So let's see. This trying to read some comments. Seems like the Insta pics from the charters down there were they were wearing out the tuna. How were the humps? So it was really good. We went to the humps actually that first Saturday I was down. That was actually the video. We did a video with the South Florida Fishing Channel and Florida Fishing Couple. And he actually just posted that video so you can see what we did there. We had a great day. We had a dozen tuna. And we went to the marathon humps. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's kind of like 3 humps within a few miles off a marathon. And we'd gone to the middle one, and it was kind of slow. And then we went to the southwest one, and there were about 8 boats there, and that's where we did great. I mean, for a while there, we had a double header, we had a triple, and we had them like just back to back to back. It got pretty cool. Someone asked me this, so I'll say this again on here. We were using C&H Rattle jets, and I used this Boone Tuna Eye. It's a feather with a double hook. And I'll put those links on here if you want to look at them and see. I've done really well on those lures. I'm not sponsored. I don't, get paid to say that. I really have. I've been impressed by those lures. I started using them about 1.5 years ago. And I just kind of threw it out before just because, whatever, I'll try it. But we've been catching good fish on them. Another one that our neighbor uses and I started using, it's another Boone, small, tiny feather. Super small. You wouldn't think you'd catch one. But what I've heard this year, my neighbor who lives down the Keys told us, is out of the humps, there's these black worms that the tuna eat. And that's why, or at least it makes sense why our dark lures, our black and purple and our black and red, do so well. So just a quick tip. Okay, let me catch up on the comments. Color. Yes, purple and black. That was our best color this year as well. I did purple and black Mylar and plastic. I'll link them, Ice. I see your comment now. So Brian, you're talking about getting a place in the Keys for a vacation. Yeah, so we rented it. So there's a lot of places to rent all in the Keys. We stayed a lot at a place called Key Colony Beach. It's in Marathon Key, Florida. And Key Colony has just like a bunch of like duplexes, like houses, but they're on canals. So you can like dock your boat up and it's nice and safe, it's protected. It's a really good place. There are a lot of houses, a lot of options down there. I don't remember exactly the name of the realty or whatever we went through. I'll try to look some up and post them. But yeah, there are a lot of good places to stay down there. Some of the old resorts we went to that weren't on a canal but were still on the beach, some of them actually got hit pretty hard by the hurricane. They're not rebuilt yet, but there's still a lot of options. What do I think about Grady White boats? So Grady White, again, I've heard it's a really good quality boat, really well built. Actually, my dad tells us stories back in the day. It was like Grady White and Mako. Those were the boats. If you had those, you were something. And I remember I always, like a hobby, I would kind of analyze boats. I'd always get like boat magazines, compare specifications, size, length, width, stuff like that. And I remember looking at a lot of Grady White boats. I hear they're really good built boats. Again, I haven't been on it. I'm more of a center console guy, and they do a lot of cuddy cabin, which they do have center consoles too, don't get me wrong. But generally, I've liked the open design of a Contender or Yellowfin, CV, stuff like that. I just love having all that space. Grady White actually looks like it's got a lot of cool, I don't know, I guess the word may more like uh, luxurious. Um, they seem really nice and they've got a lot of cool features, and I'm not used to that, so it'd be interesting. I need to go on one and see what it's like, because they probably got a lot of cool stuff I'd like to have and just don't know about. So again, sorry I can't give you a whole lot of detail, but they are well-made built boats. How's it going, Walter? Thanks for the shout out. Oh yeah, see, Ice likes Grady Whites too. Yeah, so Cujo Key too, yeah. Oh, sweet, you're fishing in a Pursuit. Now, I have been on a Pursuit once, 28-foot, 7, I think it is. This was, shoot, probably 15 years, maybe more. Big console cabin, big old Pursuit. It seemed huge at the time. I was little, but it was nice. We actually had a boat called Hot Pursuit, and it was not a Pursuit boat. It was the old Stratus, which is funny because I see a lot of Pursuit boats named Hot Pursuit. Just a quick little throwing it out there. Do we fish this week? No, we haven't fished this week. I have kind of been keeping up with what's going on, so I can let you guys know. Quick question. I see so many coming in. Appreciate all the comments. Is Contender better than CV, or are they about the same? So I haven't owned a CV. I did ride in a CV. I went in an earlier video when we fished with Lactip H and Dude Perfect. A guy, Sonar Fishing Charters, he brought up his 39 CV with quad 350 Mercuries. That was pretty cool. And that boat rode really nice. Of course, it's a 39 footer. I'm used to a 30. But it was really nice. And Contender and CV have a really similar layout. I like both of their layouts. It's not, it's like strictly fishing. It's personally what I want. Flat deck, plenty of storage, easy to walk around, spacious, lots of live wells. I've actually heard, I don't know if this is true, that the guy, when they started Contender, and then one of the guys left and he started CV, which I guess is why they're so similar. Quality-wise, I couldn't tell you exactly how well they hold up compared to them, but I think they are pretty nice. I mean, from what I hear, I've just known Contender, and I've always liked them. I know a lot of more people with Contender than CV, so I can just speak more to their quality, but I do hear CV is pretty nice. Okay, let me catch up again. Hey, Jerry, how's it going? Appreciate you tuning in. Tidewater, those look pretty nice. I see that. Looks pretty cool. You like Contender better? So, yeah. Big fan of it myself, as you guys can tell. Yeah, thanks for the comment, Brian. Ours is very spacious, ton of storage. We're always trying to improve it too, setting it up with more cool stuff. Which is actually this upcoming video, tomorrow's video. It's about how we set up our tagline, how I do it on our Contender, and I've got some more videos coming too. I don't know if you guys have seen an Instagram post about the rotating rod holder made by Exploding Fish, the Evolution 360. We just tested that this week, and I'm trying to put all the video together as fast as I can. It's pretty cool. I really like it. That's another feature we've added to our boat, and I've got some really good ideas for how to use that better for high-speed trolling and bottom fishing. So I couldn't do this before with the standard rod holder, not very well, but I think this Evolution 360 is going to be pretty cool. So, any funny stories from mini-season, like rude boaters, etc.? Yes, there were some rude boaters. First thing I do when mini-season's starting, I kind of throw my typical boating etiquette out the window, because you're not going to get the same. It's just not the same as a regular day of fishing. It's kind of like snapper season. I learned you just got to throw your etiquette out the window. I mean, not be a jerk or anything, but people just naturally get closer during mini season and during red snapper season. It gets me a little more concerned during mini season because I got people in the water. So I did have one situation where we were diving, and we're doing our thing. We got a dive flag out, people in the water, and a boat kind of comes up and stops, and they're like, and then one guy's telling the driver, go there, and the driver's like, I can't, they're there. So they kind of go around us and like drop divers off, and had me a little nervous because they were a little closer than I'd like to be. Because sometimes, you know, currents can drag you off, and one boat's trying to hold on a spot, and another boat has divers being pushed to that boat, so it can get very nerve-wracking. So that had me nervous. Nothing too crazy. I had some friends tell us that I guess they were on a spot, and some guy's like, man, you're going to get off this spot because I'm taking the spot, you know. Crazy rude boat. And mine was so mild compared to that, so, you know. Funny story, though, we did have, you know, I don't know if you've seen our other lobster videos. My sister, you know, she's often throwing ropes to us because we use ski ropes to just constantly pull people around. My sister actually almost hit 2 people in one toss. See, because my brother was in the water and was like, hey, throw me a rope. And Brandon, my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, he was in the boat helping as well. And my sister takes the rope and she like winds back. And when she does that, the rope almost hit him. And then she throws it and the rope almost hits my brother. I'm going to do a video about our lobster season soon. And it's probably going to be, you probably find some funny stories in there. Because it was so tough this year, I had some frustrating moments. So I guess not against people, against the lobster themselves. There may have been an incident where I was trying to slap a lobster with a tickle stick because he wouldn't go back in his hole. He was too short, and I was trying to save his life. But we'll do that on another video. Okay, question. Do I have to wait a long time if you order a contender? I don't know. I've bought, or I should say my dad bought his contender used. So if you buy it used, no, you don't have to wait a long time. We've never owned a new boat. Never like picked it out and got to do it. I have heard some boats. Someone was telling me maybe it was Yellowfin or Freeman, and it was like a year to get your boat. It wouldn't surprise me if Contender had a long waiting list, just because, you know, they've been pretty popular. They got a lot of cool models coming out. So let's see, how's the rain up where we are? Terrible down in Key West. It is. It's been pretty rainy. When we were down in the Keys, it was rainy up here. We came back. It's been dry until about today, and now it's raining the next 4 or 5 days. And kind of going back to the reports and talking about rain, I'm hoping the rain won't come too much because shrimping season is starting off. And you don't want a lot of rain because it tends to wash the shrimp out. Or at least they don't come as far north to the area we are when we get a lot of rain. In the past few years, we haven't had good shrimping seasons. But I'm hoping we'll be okay. What do I do for work during the week? So I am a manufacturing engineer. So fun stuff, get to build things, do cool stuff. I actually, at one point, was working on Mustang survival products. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those. Inflatable inflatable PFDs, life jackets. I've got to test some cool stuff, do some fun things with them, and it's pretty cool because it's similar, to the I'm always on the water, so I appreciate being able to be involved, with products like that. Ooh, see Brian Allen said they're in Green Cove and Palatka. It's good to know. Appreciate that. Probably going to try it this weekend, so I will have hopefully a good report for you guys next Thursday. Yeah, with ice. Hopefully the rain doesn't scare them away. Really hoping for a good season. About, 10, 12 years ago, we just had some great shrimp in here in the area. I think it was really dry, and just right in our, not far from Mall and Jacksonville, Ortega, stuff like that. Had a lot of good shrimping. Hopefully I haven't missed any comments. Just comment again if you don't mind. Let me know if I missed it. In other news, Black Creek Marina, nice. Also, as far as up here goes, from what I've been hearing, kingfish are still running. Right, just in time. Good question. Kingfish are still running, still catching a lot of them. I've heard they were along the beach a couple days recently, so that's good to hear. I'm excited about that. A lot of good kings, a lot of good tarpon. They say the tarpon are really thick. Bait hasn't been the issue from what I understand, so it's been looking pretty good. Also, Team Buck Rogers, if you're local, you might have seen them out. They have been doing really well in sailfish. They've gotten like 9 sailfish this year. They've gotten several recently. So while you're out there, trolling those king baits, keep a lookout. You could get sailfish. At the ledge, haven't heard much on dolphin. I know some people went out there for snapper season, did well catching snapper and beeliners and stuff like that. Seems like bottom fishing is always really good out there. I know a couple people talking about going for mahi this weekend, so if I hear some good news, I'll tell you what's going on outside the ledge. Oh, thanks, Brian. Mullet are moving too, so that's good to know. Pretty soon, I'm sure actually you've probably catch some already, but pretty soon the bull redfish is going to be running really well. We had a really good year last year, end of August and September, and a little bit in October. And that was really fun. I hadn't really fished for them. I got to learn something last year. I'm looking forward to that this year. Tarpon all over St. Augustine, Northcutt. Cool. Thanks for the update. I really want to get out there and catch some tarpon too. So that's going to be something happening soon. This weekend it's looking kind of rainy, maybe in the morning. I'm not sure what the winds are going to do, and hopefully this system won't affect us too bad in the upcoming weeks. So we'll see. This buddy caught some peanut mahi snapper while snapper fishing. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It seems like I've heard a couple people, I don't know, the last few weeks, they'll be fishing out like Elton Bottom, and then they'll have kings or sometimes mahi, stuff like that come up. So it's looking pretty good. I mean, just in general, fishing's still pretty hot. Excuse me. Inshore, it seems like it's still going pretty good. I don't have a lot of specifics. Sorry about that. I'll try to get some more details. But things are going pretty good. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I don't know if any of you guys have kids or need some t-shirts for yourself, but we've actually got some t-shirts that we're making through Teespring. And we've got some basic ones with just our logo, but we're going to do like a sale. So if any guys, like for back to school, need some t-shirts for your kids, we also have like hoodies and tank tops, a lot of different little products. I'll put a link for our Teespring in our account. Appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think if you do want to get one, or if you say if you want something else in the t-shirt, we're working on putting like some fish or lobster, or whatever crazy stuff we can think of. A quick question: how were the weeds out of Marathon? They were bad everywhere. They were bad and everywhere back in June. So the first Saturday we were down at the humps, there were no weeds. It was so nice. I mean, seriously, the humps, no weeds. Going out to the humps, up until about probably 5 miles to the humps, there were scattered weeds. But at the humps, no weeds. It was nice. We went back out a little bit later and weeds started moving in. I'm not sure where it left off. Inside, 650 feet, there were weeds, but they were pretty well formed, so it wasn't too bad on tangles. I see Robert has a question. How did the boat get the name? It's a good question. So, like I was kind of saying earlier, I always like looking at boats, and I used to draw kind of my ideal boat. So I got all these drawings, these kind of like, top CAD views of a boat. And I always came up with, what would be my ideal boat? What's the perfect boat? And we talked about getting this boat, and then we started joking around, what will we name this boat? Came up with a bunch of crazy ideas. And one thing we had was, inside joke was, every boat we saw in the Keys pretty much, it had the name Real. I've seen Reality, reality, real this, real quick, real fast. It always had, real as in two E's. It's kind of funny. So we're like, obviously, if it's going to be a good boat, you got to have the name real in it. And the other thing was we came up with hazardous. We were kind of talking about how we fish and bad stuff, crazy stuff, probably what wouldn't happen to no one else would happen to us. We were kind of known for that. Just stuff would go wrong, whenever we go fishing, but we make it work. And we were kind of at the time also thinking like Dukes of Hazzard. We watched that when we were younger, and like, man, the General Lee, that's a cool car. So it just all kind of came together. Okay, Dukes of Hazzard. Stuff happens to us, real. And we're like, okay, why don't we be real hazardous? And I'm not sure how the design came to me. I was just kind of messing around, and I don't know, it just hit me. And I really like our design. It's really fun. We got on the boat now. It's pretty cool. One guy was like, "Hey, are you a radiologist?" Because he saw our boat name, Real Hazardous. I guess the radioactive sign. Like, no, but I guess that would make sense. So, yep, that's where we're at. Hope that answers your question. If you guys have any other questions, post them real quick. If not, comment on this video or any of our other videos, and I'll get back with you. Again, thanks for all the shout outs today. Thanks for everyone who shouted out to us down in the Keys. Back to school, we got some shirts and stuff and hoodies, and if you need anything like that, let me know. I'll post a link and a coupon code. Let me know what you think of them if you do get them. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Hope you get a fish and have fun. If you do well, let me know. I will certainly let you guys know what we do. If there's any other video things or just anything else we can help you with, let us know. Don't forget, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and obviously here, YouTube. Subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. So thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next week, and we'll see you on tomorrow's video about taglines. So you guys have a good evening. Thanks again.